It is recording.
Hi, I'm Dr. Abrams. I am coming to you today from sunny Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida. And today we're going to be talking about Dr. Marcia Karen Abrams. I'm running for the presidency, and this is my first meet and greet in sunny West Palm Beach, Florida, and all that are here. We thank you all for coming. Wanted to give you an agenda of several things that we're doing, and the vision. Dr. Bates wanted me to come to explain the vision. God has given me so many visions, but one of the vision is for the Mike King Service University. The establishment of the Mike King Service University was done on September 23rd, 1992, in the state of New York. But what the state of New York asked me is, when was the university going to get started? And I said, well, how long do I have? And they said, you have 25 years. Well, this year is the 25th year for the university to jumpstart and do something, or else we have to start all over. So our first award recipients on August the 13th was our own Dr. Lena Bates, got her Master's of Divinity and her Bachelor's of Doctorate of Divinity from the Mike King Service University, and also another Dr. Priscilla Ann Williams. These are earned degrees. We'll never do honorary degrees, you know, because of the things that she's going to be doing. She's going to be the dean for the state of Florida for Mike King Service University, and establishing it and many things, you know. Then we also have Bishop York, who will be our first adjunct professor, bringing in his institute into Mike King Service University to give awards of credential for ministerial license and so forth, 3-year program. And the person after that can go and get their associate from the university, or their bachelor's or their master's and their doctorate. And we'll have all the doctorals, the Doctorate of Divinity, all the way up to the PhD level, you know. So there's many different, you know, there's an MDiv, Master of Divinity, there's the Doctorate of Divinity, then there's a TH, you know, of Divinity. It's so many, but we'll have all of that. Mike King Service University will also have 7 different schools of thoughts. So we're kicking off 1 February, the university, Mike King Service University, online, doing teaching. And we have 1 person that wants to be a teacher and get that going, and then nursing and the School of Religion. So, and it was so amazing. While I was on the plane, I met a lady that has a university that she's in search of nurses, and they have a 3-year program and all of that, and they get a bachelor's. And I said, I am going to write to you to see if we can coordinate and bring your university, everything that they already have, you know, into us. They don't have an online program, you know. And I did write to Corsica to see if we can join with Corsica and be one of the universities on Corsica. That's an online course that you can take, and so forth. So we're movers and shakers. We do things differently. Everything that I do is virtual. We have a university, we have a virtual church, we have virtual TV, we have virtual radio. We're just virtual, so therefore we're able to reach the entire globe in one moment of time and speak to all 279 countries in the world in every language, you know. So we're a presence that everyone, even the well-established organization, come and they look at what are you doing, and then they duplicate what I'm doing. So I'm a leader of everything, seriously. But the vision comes from God. God says, write the vision, make it plain on tablet, and those that read it will run with it. So everything I write, people read and run. So this, what we have, this document that you have in front of you, is something that people are going to read and run, and they're going to try and duplicate what we're doing. So the school will have like I said, the School of Arts and Theater, Communications, Media, Radio and Television, Broadcasting, which we're already doing. School of Business, I didn't write that in there, but School of Business, Dentistry, Medicine, Nursing, Science. We'll cover law, and music, political science, and religion and theology. The next page also talks about more. We'll have all our classes and training online so that we can get and grow the body of the university into a very large number, and we'll charge just $85 for, like a semester hour or something like that. And the student will be, virtually dealing with the professor. So the professor can literally be at home and do their class. Like right now, this is kind of like doing a class, and with our teleconference and everything, they can talk to the professors right there live, streaming live on the internet, as well as uploading videos later on, for the student to do different curriculums and stuff like that. So it's really very easy, and then you grade the student based on what they do online. They do their classwork and grading, and then they have their, if their attendance is online is important, then you can evaluate that student. The School of Nursing, the same thing. We'll teach a person how to become a nurse from start to scratch, and at the end of 3 years, they'll have their RN, bachelor's degree, and so forth, teaching and all of that. So our professors, we're going to pay our professors very, very well, so they'll get $37.50 from out of that $85, right? So say if a professor has 1,000 students, that's a pretty lucrative income from that professor, So the professor is marketing the school, they're marketing their class, they have their own blog, our website, as they're writing their blog each day, after a 500-page blog, they can make it into a book which we can publish, and then they can then teach from that book and resell that. So now you're making money from the books that you wrote each time you're doing a course, And once you do one film, that's it. It stays up for the next semester, for the next group of students. But now the second semester, you're doing a new class and training and doing your 12 course or whatever each week you're doing. And then that goes up, and so all the way down until you get through all your curriculum. 3 years is done, and you have 3 years worth of body of work. You have your book, and now the next, instead of using someone else's book, the next time you start your class for the next, after graduation, now you already have all these videos, you have students coming in, and your work get easier and easier, and so forth. If you are following what I'm saying, so each professor, and for me, an adjunct professor is someone that has a skill set they've been doing for a long time. I would like you to be a teacher for me, because you've had a skill set. Some skill sets are not academic, it's with your hands or creative. And then the students also learn differently. Also, they just don't just learn by books. Some students can't learn by reading, they learn by doing, and hands-on, and there's a different creative thought. So we're going to be able to help many students to get their degrees, 3-year degree, a 4-year degree, and the medical doctors are going to come to us, and they're going to teach, and they won't have that heavy weight of, at the end of their degree and all of that, they have to pay all this tuition and all that, forever, and so forth. We'll have herbology when it comes to medicine, because I'm an herbologist. We'll be teaching herbs and healthy living, healthy lifestyle. What the university needs now is a board of directors, which is, you guys could be the board of directors. Also, with this university, we also have a bank. We also need a board of directors for the bank. So it's the My King Service University and Bank. Okay, it's officially established out of the state of New York, and it will be operating in the state of Florida. The bank will be here. With the bank, we need to raise about $5 million to buy the vault. There's many banks that failed in 2008. Remember that time, the big crash and so forth? We can buy those banks. We can buy those banks throughout the whole United States, right? And so we just need people to operate the bank. It comes with everything. It comes with vault, comes with workers, comes with everything that you need. We just need an address to use. So we'll be using an address that we established. Once we raise $5 million, we buy in the vault, and the vault is where you put the money or the gold or whatever, you know.
Tell me more about the raising. What does that consist of?
Raising money?
Yeah.
Okay, when we get to the last page, I want to show you how we're going to raise massive money, massive, mega money, billions of dollars. All right. So let's. Are there any questions about the university first and foremost, or discussion real quick? Then I go to the next one.
About the university.
Yeah, I did, and she's answered a couple of them. So I'm just gonna restate what I understand. Hopefully, that this is correct.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna sit down.
No, please,
Okay.
please. The understanding I have from what you're sharing with us and what you shared with us before is today is that the professors' responsibilities are to market the classes.
I'm going to be doing massive marketing, but you know, if you know somebody, you know, you tell them about it. That's part of marketing. You know?
Okay, so not necessarily like marketing, but taking the marketing the classes, but people contribute.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Because once we open up the website, you know, the whole world will see it. You know, and then we just push it with the tag. So every time you do a blog, like the first blog right now is your bio. That's the whole blog, you know. And so that starts your book. Under that blog, there's taglines, and we put the blog. So the search engine, what they do, they crawl through and they see the website open, and then everything that's in that tagline, they send it out to those people that deal with those taglines. So if the tagline is engineer, or the tagline is work at home, or whatever the tagline is, whatever you say, religion or whatever, the robots will send that tagline out to everybody that deals with engineering, stay at home, or religion. So they will get a little email or something. So they start looking at the website.
Through Blog TV or Blog Radio or both? Which one are you using? Because you did mention that you started to use the bio.
Oh, that's on the My King Service University. I gave you that link. I think you didn't open that up yet. You did your own. Yeah. You did yours. I did one, and you did both of them.
I opened up the
institute.
The institute.
Right. The institute is separate from the university one, so we're keeping it separate. So once you open that up, you'll be able to see the My King Service University. I build it out a little bit more.
Oh, wonderful.
Just a little bit more.
Okay.
Just waiting on you to give me intel for content for the institute.
Okay.
But yeah, once I open it up to the public, once everything is in place, you know, all of our, you know, the type of description of the university, a class and stuff like that. Pictures. I need pictures. I need your pictures.
What pictures of?
Your picture is one of the students that graduated in your bio. You know, we'll just put that up on the website. Just little bitty things. Then I'll open it up for the students to select the class, pay for their enrollment, pay for their books. So we need the books, things like that, right now.
So that's part of what I'm going to be doing. I'll have to develop the curriculum for each class. And then I'll use the mediums, the blog, radio,
yeah,
and then the blog TV.
Well, it's not blog TV. My King's TV is what we're doing right now. When we film this, I load it up onto the website, which is our television. And we have now Roku TV, we have Google TV, we're seen on Amazon TV, Firefox TV, Cross TV, all streaming television, all smart TVs, all Android TVs. When they see you, they can see you on the phone, they can see you on the iPads and tablets and so forth. So you're far reaching once I upload that video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we control that, so that's why I can keep the cost of everything down, because I own all of it. You know. So yeah, we're not, and then I can upload everything, and I can write the programs and stuff like that. So what you have in My King Services, our ability to control all communication and all media and all social media and everything like that. So therefore, our cost is low. And I extend it out so that it's shared amongst everyone, so we can keep the budget low, and then the professors are paid and our teachers are paid higher, because we don't have any overhead. You know, did I confuse anyone? I know I talk fast.
Sounds good. No, that sounds good. It answered a couple of my questions too. Right now, I think that's pretty much what we were talking about. So that's pretty much what I wanted to understand is what our responsibility is, what our apostles' responsibility is, what the job descriptions are, that kind of thing. And I'm getting an idea of it, but I want to know that apostle you're going to be the dean
Of the Florida.
of the Florida.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so structure is sort of what I was trying to determine. Two things I was trying to determine: structure, and then not only the structure, but what are the costs that are being involved with us as, well, I don't know what her cost is to be involved as the dean, but I think that that's important to know.
Well, the thing that I was talking about is the radio and the TV. Once you have, because with the radio and TV side, I have 3 different packages, and I talked to you about that. Like our satellite, we have satellite radio now, right? Which is $5.95 a month. What that entails, you get satellite radio, you have FM radio, syndicated, you have online radio, then you also have access to television, Roku, Google, Amazon, Apple TV, and Firefox Cross TV, and all the other social media, right? So you have all of that for $5.95.
So is that going to be a part of the cost? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, but I'm just saying one package. Then the other package that I have is $285, which gives you not satellite, but you have FM syndicated and all the other stuff that we talked about. Then there's a package that's $185, which is just FM, no satellite, but you have online radio, which broadcasts 24/7. So you have 1 hour spot, and then you have your Roku TV. So you only have 2 things with the $185 package for 10 months. But it's still a massive amount of income that you can make for having your own TV and radio. You have one radio show and a TV show, which a TV channel which broadcasts 24/7. You can make income with that by selling commercial ads. You know, like 15-second ad. Let me just break down a 15-second ad. In 10 minutes, you can have 40 15-seconds ad. If you did, like my 15-second ad, I sell for $250, to which someone referred an ad in, I paid them back $100 out of that $250. I got to pay taxes and all processing fee and all that, and you know, all the gateways, they all ask for money, you know, and then we keep $100. So that's what I do. With your 15-second ad, you can charge whatever you want. You own that TV channel. But think about it. $100 times 40, how much money is that?
140 times.
Thank you. And that was just for 1 hour, right? With your TV, you're broadcasting 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365. That's $100,000 a month income if you run 15-second ad. And you've seen 15-second ads.
Sure.
We're in a microwave generation, a time where people are like instantaneous. They gotta see it, they gotta have it, and they go. Once they see it, they get off the plane. This is what everybody was doing on the plane while it was, and then commercials come in. They get off the plane, they went in the store. They're ready to buy just like that because they see that ad. So we're broadcasting not only local satellite. You understand what a satellite is? I mean, the satellite is hitting a whole half of the world, right? Sirius Radio, your ministry or your teaching, but you can use it for ministry. You don't have to use it for ministry. You can use it for your own personal self. We're giving them access to exposure of billions of people. Around 7.5 billion people we're able to reach with our satellite radio, with our online radio, with our FM radio. What the FM syndicated radio does, it gives us localized projection of a specific area. So if we want to broadcast in the state of Florida, and he's going to be the first station in Florida. We'll use his address. That signal with 200 other ministries, right, will broadcast what will be called Wick Radio FM, 101.9, right? Whatever the federal communications give us, that's it, the number comes from the federal government. Whatever number they give us, that signal will broadcast to 20 million people in the state of Florida. We can reach all the way to the Caribbean with that one signal. if you know, because we have Pierre that wants to do Haiti and all the French-speaking countries. So when we do French-speaking countries, that means we're speaking to France, we're speaking to all of Cameroon, all of Africa, all the countries that were controlled by the French government, right? And we're speaking to many people that speak French. All right, so we're able to. There's no limit to the amount of money you can ask for that commercial ad. You say to them, "Look, I'm giving you exposure to mom and pa fish store down the street. You know, give me $200, or what can you afford? You don't have to do 250. I cannot go below 250 because of all the other things I have to pay for. But you can do 500 for 15 seconds. You can Google it right now while we're doing this meeting. Google how much it costs for a commercial ad. Just Google it, and you'll see.
Yes.
Oh, there'll be $10 million. There'll be just doing a Super Bowl game for 30 seconds. That's $5 million they'll pay you.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So we're giving them access to people to see their products and service, whether it's underwater basket weaving, whether it's you making your barbecue at the barbecue pit. We blow him up off the chain. They don't know he's just doing it in his backyard. Because we film it at the barbecue pit and we, localize it, and people see that exposure, and we run into ads across your, even during your film, if you do TV for your ministry, we can do ads across your ministry and they instead of asking for a donation, they're paying for that ad. That's like a donation in a vast way. So in having a TV channel, you're operating 24 hours, 7 days a week, okay? So you have, 1 hour, I gave 40 commercial ads, right? 1 hour, right? That's 10 minutes. Okay, in 1 hour, 25 minutes is your, you can sell that 25-minute airtime to another ministry, a struggling mom and pop ministry, giving them exposure, giving them some of that capital, giving them 5 of the minutes, and you keep the other 5. That's still 20 commercial, that's half, $2,000. How much did the congregation give them? $5? Okay, well, they got $2,000 that came in that week. So we pay out weekly.
Yeah.
And we give you a website for free. We build you a free website. Everybody who buys the TV or radio product, you get a free website I built for you for a whole year. We maintain that thing and everything you want. We upload it. We teach you how to make your own website work. So we're teaching you how to fish. The more I teach people how to fish, the more I get the ability to help somebody else out, So I teach you everything, and so what? After 8 years, you fly away and able to operate your business on your own. Am I mad at you? No. You own that TV, radio. You own that radio channel. You own that commercial. You own that website, because I put at the bottom, owned by Bishop Leroy York, LLC, 2017, copyright. Reserve only, by permission only. Everything I write, you own that stuff. I don't need to own it. I already have enough stuff on my plate. Why do I need to own all your stuff? You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. So all the money that comes into your website comes directly to your bank. And so whatever you charge for whatever commercial ads, yes, we're doing the university thing, just giving it exposure, but why not also use the TV and the radio? There's so much power to broadcast your own vision, or your own ministry, or your own business, or whatever you're doing.
Right.
So let me make sure I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
The basis of what you're saying is based on the website. Is that correct?
Everything is web-based. Everything is web-based. The radio is online.
Okay.
Even the syndicated FM radio is online. The towers, the thing with the FM radio, your signal is coming from that tower in your local area. So the difference with the satellite is coming from the satellite.
Most
That they, so that's the signal is coming from the satellite and it streams over. So it's where it's coming from, but you're reaching a wide audience. But everything is still based online, because the FCC, they saw the internet was so vast and so huge, they can't control it. That's where we, can get and use it to keep things low and still make $1 million if you do it properly. That's why one of my friends, he made $80 million in 2014. Why? Because he was using it properly. He told his friends how to do it, and they shared, and commercials. That's how they make those incomes.
Yeah,
Commercials. So
have always been, actually.
always, yeah. That's Google, for example. Everybody knows Google. Well, how did they make $28 billion in 2013? commercials.
Yeah,
It says free.
but you gotta have somebody. to
They
get
say
them.
Facebook is free.
Yeah.
Well, how did Facebook make, how much money do they make? $7 billion in solar
That's ads.
ads.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm teaching you how to make the income. No one will teach you this. Why would they not teach you? Well, because you're the consumer. There's more money in the African American diaspora than anywhere else in any other culture in the world.
That's true.
You're about $75 billion strong.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
So why would I teach you how to make money when I'm trying to get money from you in every way and means possible? Whether it's food stamps or welfare or Medicare, medical,
Just
health,
keeping it real.
insurance. But they're really upset with me telling everybody, hey, shh, don't do that. God said to teach his people. So, my King Service University, everything we do is legit. We're too legit to quit. They can't find anything. Oh man, there gotta be something under there. There's gotta be something. Where is she? They be exposing me all over the place. Looking, finding this. Can we scandalize her name anywhere? No. Well, she like Jesus. Okay, we got her.
Well, that was why they were
That
so
sounds like a
pissed.
serious story
That
already,
was
right?
that's why they were
They
so
got-
pissed
she
with
got
Obama.
God.
They tried everything that they can to find dirt on him.
Can't
Could
find
not find
anything,
one
can't find
So
spit.
they had to make up stuff.
So they make up stuff, but guess what? When
that's-
God honors that, you know, God is the head and the author. They couldn't find that. Donald Trump spent, regardless how much money, to say he was not born as of America. He couldn't prove it. So you know what? Obama set that code and says, "I know what you don't know," and God knows all. So he never prospered with that. So another story for another time.
But the
that's
thing
the
is,
point.
that's the point. That's what I was saying about the having the character of
Sure.
the comics. I don't want somebody to give me them big soup cool look with my hair looking plaits, looking like that, and blue black bonnet and say, "I look at our next president." I don't want them to do that. Let me expose an artist of our own. Let them do a nice character, right? And she owns the copyright to that, and she'd staple it and send it over to Washington, D.C., right? And we seal it, and I give her authorization to make money with it. She's gonna make a lot of money in putting that in comic, putting it in every magazine, putting it on Essence, or where that artist is gonna make a lot of money with that character of me. Apostle said, because we're running for president, whether I win or not, we still are very popular. And giving people access to money.
Well, I think
or
I
whatever.
think that it was good that it was not a mistake that you were running for another Senate, but they put you down for president.
Yeah.
And that was no accident.
No, it wasn't.
That
I can't
was
believe it.
also a purpose.
And I actually I have
a
those
purpose-
cards.
A purpose why Donald Trump is the elected president and not Hillary Clinton. The reason why, because God already ordained that you would be the first woman and the first Afro-American woman president. So everything happens for a reason. That's the way I see it.
Right.
Because even though Hillary should have won, they said it was impossible for Trump to win that. But we know that him and Putin got together. He always talked about this thing is ambush and y'all are cheating. He is the one who was cheating. But see, it was God's word that Hillary did not win because she is and will be that first female. And as we know, not only the first female, the Afro-American, because they don't give us the benefit of the doubt.
No, they don't.
So, being said that, I see the glory, I see the vision ahead of time. And so that could be a purpose. I'm just saying.
Well,
Think about
also, if you look at my complexion, right, it's 98% of the world.
it. Really?
That's true.
You see, I'm wearing my grandmother's attire, India, right?
Didn't know that online.
I go on an Indian airline, Air India, and I look like them, right? Put my hair down. I'm like, don't open my mouth, though.
So Doc, let me ask you a question concerning the school, because that's really
Yes, where you at?
where I'm at. And then that's kind of where I want to get clarity.
Yes.
So we can move forward. Because
Yes.
right now, we're just kind of
Stop,
We're
right.
stuck.
Yeah.
Okay? And part of the reason why I know I'm stuck is because of trying to dissect the different, because there's such a beautiful vision, such a massive vision,
It's huge.
and it's so integrated.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's so integrated.
Yes.
And I think that's a wonderful thing.